Hello, everybody. Good afternoon and welcome. Welcome, Leonardo, and welcome, Felipe. How are you today? Doing good? Yes, I hope so. I hope you're doing
Very good,
great.
very good.
Okay, Leonardo, where are you?
Fine, thank you.
All right, very good. Where are you? Where do you live? Do you live in Bogota or in Cartagena?
I'm from Bogota.
You're from Bogota. Okay, that's very good. Is it hot or cold in Bogota right now?
No entiendo la pregunta.
Is it hot or cold in Bogota?
Cold.
It's cold, really? Okay, yeah, okay, good. Well, Bogota is a little colder, right? It's a little cold. Okay, very
Yes.
good. Yeah, Leonardo. Okay, thank you very much, Leonardo. So, te envío
Uh,
greetings. Saludos hasta Bogotá. All right, good, guys.
Thank
Okay,
you.
thank you, thank you. Okay, so welcome, Ernest, and welcome, Diego. Welcome to today's session. And well, today we have the third online session, and we will
Thank you,
start.
teacher.
Hi, Diego, how are you?
Good afternoon. I'm doing well, thank you. What about you, teacher?
I'm doing great. I'm doing great. Thanks for asking. Yes,
Hey,
okay.
thank you, teacher.
Welcome, welcome
Thank
to
you for your welcome.
absolutely. Okay, guys, so
Thank you.
today's session, thank you, Diego. Today's session, we are going to talk about week 3. Yesterday, no, not yesterday, on Monday, we started week 3. Yes, so we are going to review a new study component, right? Tenemos the lesson of the week. Today we're going to talk about the lesson of the week. And we have some extra practice exercises that you can do at home, okay? So we are going to start. Vamos a comenzar. We're going to start. Okay, guys. So remember, this is week 3. As I told you, it started on Monday, September 25th, and it will finish on Sunday, October 1st. Okay? It's all this week. Okay? What are we doing this week, guys? First, we are reviewing, estamos repasando, o más bien revisando, the study material I was wondering if. Okay? Ese es el componente formativo de esta semana. ¿Listo? Después de haber revisado el componente formativo cuidadosamente, haber visto si ustedes que están acá pues van a tener la clase como tal, pero si en caso que no, ven la sesión, la grabación, para que les quede un poco más claro la explicación, ¿verdad? And you are going to talk about the evidence you are going to send is going to be foto personaje histórico. Okay? Chicos, attention please. Atención porque esto lo voy a decir en español para que quede un poco más claro. En esta evidencia, digamos que no es solamente hablar sobre alguien famoso, sobre su vida. Eso es una parte, that's one part, ¿ok? Entonces, por ejemplo, number 1 dice, research information about a famous person that you admire. Ok, that's good. Eso está muy bien, ¿vale? Entonces, investigar información acerca de un personaje famoso que ustedes admiren, que a ustedes les guste. Eso es part 1, okay? You're going to write a text where you narrate their accomplishments in life. Chicos, la idea no es yo copiar y pegar, obviamente no. Yo voy y busco la información sobre este personaje que admiro y luego yo voy a escribir mi propio texto en donde hable o narre de lo que esta persona ha logrado en su vida. ¿Ok? ¿Listo? Esa es una parte. La tercera parte, que es probablemente la más importante, es reflect on how this person achieved his or her goals and how you can apply those strategies in your own life. Entonces, después de haber hablado sobre o narrado los eventos más importantes de la vida de esta persona, tenemos que hacer una reflexión en donde yo mire cómo puedo aplicar las estrategias que esa persona utilizó en su vida en mi propia vida para alcanzar mis metas, para alcanzar logros en mi vida, ¿ok? Entonces, que si yo veo que hablo de una persona y esa persona fue muy persistente, fue una persona que no se dejó, muy resiliente, que no dejó que las circunstancias lo opacaran, entonces, ¿cómo puedo aplicar esas estrategias en mi propia vida? Y hablo de eso, ¿ok? Entonces, importante muchachos esa parte. Algunos de ustedes no han aprobado ese foro por esa parte, porque no me han hablado como en la reflexión de cómo ustedes pueden utilizar esas estrategias en su propia vida para alcanzar sus propias metas. ¿Listo, chicos? Entonces tengan eso muy en cuenta. Anybody has a question? Do you have a question about these evidence? Chicos, ¿alguna pregunta acerca de esta evidencia como tal? ¿Les queda claro qué es lo que vamos a hacer?
Yes.
Yeah, Leonardo? Okay, good. That's good. All right, Diego. Very good. Listo, chicos. Muy bien. Recuerden que yo para ustedes les preparé un video tutorial en donde les indico cómo hacer las 4 evidencias calificables para que por favor lo miren. Ahí les explico lo mismo que les estoy diciendo acá. ¿Listo? Okay, guys. Awesome. Very, very good. Okay, great. So we are going to continue. Guys, les recuerdo the extra online sessions, okay? The extra online sessions about this week. Seguimos con el mismo cronograma o el mismo horario de last week. It's the same schedule, okay? Voy a tratar de hacer la clase rápido de tal forma que puedan asistir a la sesión a las 6 con la teacher Lina. ¿Listo? Entonces vamos a empezar de una vez. Let's start, okay? Okay, guys, so let's begin with this. It says, lesson of the week. What did they ask you at the interview? Vamos a empezar como con esa parte. What did they ask you at the interview? We are going to continue with reported speech, okay? ¿Se acuerdan que last class hablamos sobre reported speech, hablamos de cómo yo puedo expresar algo que otra persona dijo, ¿cierto? Cómo yo puedo contar eso con mis propias palabras, ¿ok? Digamos que en la clase pasada nos enfocamos en cuando algo es afirmativo, ¿sí? Cuando se está afirmando algo. Pero hoy vamos a aprender cómo reportar questions and instructions or orders, ¿ok? We're going to learn that. And finally, we're going to see steps for applying to a job, ¿ok? Leonardo, yes.
Teacher, ¿la clase que sigue es el mismo tema o es otro tema diferente? Pero el que se queda a las 6 de la tarde.
El tema que vamos a ver hoy es una continuación de la vez pasada, ¿ok? Vamos a ver cosas diferentes,
Sí,
pero dentro del mismo tema. Dime.
y ahorita a las 6 que está la otra profe, ¿es el mismo tema que estamos viendo ahorita?
No, es diferente, es different. Es más como ejercicios de práctica de speaking, de hablar. ¿Listo?
Ah, listo, thank you.
You're welcome. Yeah. Sí, las sesiones extra generalmente son más como para que reforcemos la parte de speaking o de listening. Hay diferentes actividades, ¿vale? Pero digamos que en las sesiones oficiales con los instructores, ustedes ven la explicación de los temas del nivel en el cual ustedes están. ¿Listo? Esa es como la diferencia. Okay, very good, guys. So let's begin. Let's begin with this part. Okay, guys, so what did they ask you at the interview? So, guys, for example, imagine you go to a job interview, right? You go to the job interview, okay? And then when you come home, probably your mother, your sister, your husband, your wife ask you, okay, ¿cómo estuvo la entrevista, verdad? ¿Qué te preguntaron? What did they ask you, right? So, cuando nosotros vamos a contar cómo nos fue la entrevista o qué nos preguntaron en la entrevista, pues tenemos que utilizar algo que se llama el reported speech, ¿ok? Que lo empezamos a ver la semana pasada, pero hoy vamos a ver cómo puedo yo expresar preguntas, cómo reporto yo preguntas in English, ¿ok? So let's look at this, guys. Let's look at this. So, for example, the interviewer is the person that asks the questions, ¿ok? La persona que hace las preguntas, ¿verdad? Es el entrevistador. So, these are some questions that probably in an interview you are going to listen, una que casi que nunca falla is, okay, tell me about yourself. Okay, so in this, you are going to tell the person about yourself. Okay, now in this, chicos, cuando les hacen esta pregunta, tell me about yourself, what are some things you say? Okay, what are some things you say? Ustedes que han dicho o qué creen ustedes que se dice cuando a uno le hacen esta, digamos que esta pregunta. Tell me about yourself. What are some things you can say? What do you talk about? Yes, Diego.
Yes, teacher, I think that the interview, we talk about the profession, what do you do in your life, where do you live, who live with you, how age, profession in general, strengths, yes, the what kind of sports do you like, or what kind of music, your favorite things, etc.
Exactly. Very good, Diego. So yes, you're right. So
Yes.
when they ask you like, tell me about yourself, the answer can be a combination of your professional and personal life. Yeah. Not everything has to be professional. No, not everything has to be personal. It's a combination of both things. Okay. Okay, guys. So yes. Cuando nos pregunten, tell me about yourself, ya sabemos que podemos incluir cosas personales y también profesionales. Personal and professional life. Okay, other questions, for example, what are your strengths? Guys, do you know this word? Conocemos esta palabra. What are your strengths? Now, strengths.
Fortalezas o virtudes.
Exactly, Diego, right. So strengths are fortalezas o virtudes. So it's important that you think, okay, so what are my strengths? What are you good at? Okay, so you have to think, okay, what are you good at? Yeah, ¿en qué soy bueno? ¿Qué se me facilita? What are you good at? Okay. For example, guys, in your case, what do you think you are good at? You say, I am good at, for example, I think in my case, I am good at being patient. Yeah, I am good at listening to people and I like it. Okay. So in your case, what are your strengths? What are you good at? ¿En qué son buenos, chicos? ¿Qué creen ustedes que son sus fortalezas, your strengths?
Teacher, I think in my case, I very polite.
You are.
I'm very polite with my other companions, the other people.
Exactly.
In my profession is, I am professional.
Sure. Yeah, you are professional
Honest.
in your...
One of them is I am very honest teacher.
That's fantastic. That's a very good strength. That's a very good strength. Absolutely. Okay, Diego, thank you so much for sharing. Yes. So, chicos, recuerden, importante que ustedes piensen, ¿cuáles son mis fortalezas? What are my strengths? And also, the opposite can be, what are your weaknesses? Now, weaknesses are the opposite of strengths, okay? So what are something like, I need to work on this. Es algo en lo que tengo que trabajar, ¿no? Que tal vez no se me da muy natural, okay? So you have to think about that, okay? So what are your strengths? What are your weaknesses? Debilidades, correcto, very good. Debilidades. So, guys, do you think, oh, my weakness? For example, in my case, I think that one of my weaknesses, because I have many, but one of my weaknesses is that I am sometimes, no sé si les pasa a ustedes, I am very absent-minded. Absent-minded es que soy como muy despistada, ¿ok? A veces me despisto muy fácilmente, ¿ok? So in my case, that's one of my weaknesses that I need to work. I need to work on. I need to focus, yeah? That can be one of my weaknesses. Guys, do you have one of your a weakness that you say, no, well, I need to
Teacher,
work
you
on
don't
this.
look that.
No, yes, I am. I am
Yes.
very absent-minded. Yes.
Oh my God.
Yeah, no, cuando yo les digo, yo les iba a decir algo, pero se me olvidó, es porque me desenfoqué.
Okay.
Yeah, eso lo digo mucho. Yo, a cada rato, I was going to tell you something, but I forgot. Yeah. Need to work on. Okay, so remember, guys, it's something, a weakness is something that you need to work on. Es algo en lo que debemos trabajarle más. Okay, una debilidad.
Teacher, I think that I like to be very perfection.
Oh,
Perfectionist.
okay, you like to be a perfectionist.
That's it. Bad.
Yeah, well, a perfectionist, it's a good thing and a bad thing, right? But you want to strive for excellence. I think this is a way of balancing, right? Excuse me, que se me fue una
Yes.
frase. So you want to strive for excellence rather than perfection, yeah? Because perfection is kind of impossible, right? Sometimes it's kind of impossible, but excellence is possible, yeah? All right, very good. So yes, okay guys, awesome. Why did you leave your last job, right guys? Why did you leave your last job? Esa es una de las preguntas que nos pueden hacer. Why did you leave your last job? Okay guys, now, attention. Don't talk badly about your last job, okay chicos? Don't talk badly, okay, about your last job, yeah? Talk about other things, yeah, because I want to grow professionally, because I want to expand my boundaries. Well, say other things, but don't talk badly about your last or previous job because it's not good. It's not a good thing, okay? Why would you this one? Why would you like to work here? What kind of salary are you expecting? Do you live in this city? Do you have any questions for me? Okay. And guys, when they ask you this, when they ask you, do you have any questions? Try to have some questions for your interviewer. Okay. Try to have questions. Okay. Questions about for example, questions about your place of work, the things that you're going to do, what is the perfect person for that position you are applying for. You know, always try to have questions when they ask you, do you have any questions for me? Yeah? Okay? Okay, guys, so the idea with this activity,
Yes, teacher.
Diego, yes, do you have something to say?
No, the last one question is very important because you have to know everything about your new job.
Exactly.
Yes,
It's true.
and it's not that we say in Colombia. Tell now or shut up forever.
Yeah.
No sé. It's okay.
Yeah, it's a translation
More or
from
less.
Spanish to English, but we understand, yeah.
Perfect, teacher.
Yeah. You can say, like in English, you can say speak now or never. Okay. Speak now or
Okay.
never. Okay. Yes, absolutely. So yes, you want to ask questions. Ask questions. When they ask you, do you have any questions for me? Try to ask questions about what I just said, okay? Now, about the salary, guys, try to be reasonable, right? Don't ask for an amount that is out of this world, right? No, try to be reasonable within the limits of your the job that you are applying for, right? And very important, guys, investigate, research about the company you are applying for, okay? So you know what to expect, you know about the company. That is very important when you go to an interview, okay? Okay, guys, awesome. So imagine this, imagine, uno siempre la mamá, no sé, yo sé que a ustedes también les pasó, a alguien muy cercano en su núcleo familiar, siempre le pregunta a uno, ¿cómo le fue en la entrevista? How did it go, right? ¿Cómo le fue? How did it go? What did they ask you at the interview? Yeah, what did they ask you at the interview? So in that moment, you have to paraphrase what the interviewer told you, right? Generalmente nos hacen preguntas, entonces debemos saber how to, cómo reportar preguntas en inglés. Y eso es lo que vamos a ver el día de hoy. ¿Listo, chicos? Okay, very good, guys. So, for example, this one, the first one, tell me about yourself. Well, this number one is not a question. It's not a question. It's more like an instruction, right? Like tell me about yourself. Okay, it's not a question. This is more like an instruction. So guys, the interviewer asked, okay. Cuando vamos a reportar, when we are going to report, empezamos diciendo, okay, yeah, so mom or dear husband, the interviewer asked me. Now, guys, let me tell you this. Cuando vamos a reportar una instrucción o una orden, es muy fácil. It's very, very easy. You do this. Look, we say to tell, okay? So the interviewer asked me to tell, digamos que el entrevistador sea un hombre, okay? So we can say to tell him. Ya no decimos tell me, no. Tell him about, ¿cómo creen ustedes que finalizaría?
About my strength.
Myself, right? Exactly. So the interviewer, mom, look, the interviewer asked me to tell him about myself. Okay? So look, guys.
Okay.
When you are going to report, cuando vamos a reportar, report, an order, an instruction, is very easy. Solamente le anteponemos before to tell, right? And then you have to change. Hay que cambiar aquí los possessives, right? The object possessives. So you can say tell him or tell her, right? And here, yourself, well, voy a cambiar a myself. Que ahorita lo estoy diciendo yo, about myself. Okay, so these are things that you need to pay attention to. Hay que ponerle atención porque we need to change it, right? Hay que cambiarlo. Okay? All right, guys. So we are going to see how we can change from an open question, cuando tenemos preguntas con WH, what, when, where, who, which, how. Those are open questions. Y también cuando tenemos yes or no questions. Yes or no questions, guys, are the questions that start with an auxiliary. Like, do you like this city? Or do you live in this city? Do you have any questions for me? Are you from Colombia? Did you like breakfast? All those questions that begin with an auxiliary are yes or no questions, okay? So guys, we are going to see how we can report these questions, okay? So let's begin with these. Reporting yes or no questions, okay? Reporting yes or no questions. Okay, guys, so let's look at this question that we have right here. Do you live in this city? That is a yes or no question because empieza con el auxiliar, ¿sí o no? It begins with the auxiliary. Do you live in this city? Oh, yes, I do, or no, I don't, sería the answer, right? So, chicos, miren lo que pasa. When we have a closed question, a yes or no question, when we report that question, look what is going to happen. Example, Lucia, do you have a laptop? When we report in reported speech, says, Lucia asked me if I had a laptop. You see, guys? Do you remember, se acuerdan, chicos, que hacíamos un cambio, a change, from present to past? Okay, ¿se acuerdan? Que cambiamos del presente al pasado en reported speech. Que si estaba en pasado, pues lo podíamos pasar a past perfect, pasado perfecto, o también lo podemos dejar en el mismo pasado simple. It's fine, ¿ya? En ese caso se puede quedar en pasado simple o lo pasamos a pasado perfecto. I send you a picture to your through the WhatsApp group that you can look. Si no nos acordamos, you can look at this picture in the WhatsApp group and you can look at the different changes, right, to the verb. Okay. Okay, let me see. Okay. Okay, guys, so look. This is in present. Do you have a laptop? This is in present, yeah? So when we change it to reported speech, we would say, Lucia asked me if I had a laptop. You see that? So we are going to introduce, guys, if, or also the word whether, cualquiera de los dos, any of the two, if or whether, yes? And the verb that was in present is going to be in past, yeah? You see that? So let's try to change these. Let's say the interviewer, right, asked me, right? So what is next? ¿Qué sigue? What is next here? The interviewer asked me. ¿Qué iría acá cuando vamos a empezar a reportar? What goes there?
If I had a laptop.
Exactly. If, right? Or whether I had
a laptop.
Well, no, wait. We're doing this one. We're doing this one, Diego. This. Do you live in this city?
If I had a laptop.
This one. I think, guys, that in this case...
Okay. If I had lived in this city.
Because this is in present, Diego, this needs to be in past here. Lo vamos a pasar
If I live in this city.
Exactly, in this city. Yeah?
Okay.
You see, guys, so esta fue la pregunta de forma directa. Do you live in this city? But when I'm going to tell my mom about the interview, I say, Mom, the interviewer asked me if I lived in this city. Okay? Okay? You see, guys? Okay? So, for example, another question that we have here, okay, is this one. So let's try to do this one together. Directly the person said, el entrevistador dijo, okay, directly, do you have any questions for me? Do you have any questions for me? Pero yo le voy a contar a mi mamá. Mira que el entrevistador me preguntó qué si tal cosa, ¿verdad? So we are going to say the
interviewer asked me if I had any question for him.
Very good. If I had
a question. Any questions for him?
Exactly, very good. Suponiendo que the interviewer is a man, right? It's a man, so it's for him.
Or her.
Exactly. If it was a woman, we would say for her, right?
Okay.
So guys, look, here this is in present, yeah? So when you are going to report, this is going to be in past. You see that? Yeah? Okay. Okay, so imagine that the interviewer asked this. Let's say, I'm just inventing something here very quickly. Imagine the interviewer says, okay, Mr. or Mrs., will you like to have your own office? Will you like to have your own office? So how am I going to say this using the recorded?
Any people wants to participate?
Sure, yeah. Anybody? Leonardo, Ricardo, Nair, Felipe. How do you think you're going to change these to report?
Yeah, so in that case, the interviewer asked me if I would like to have my own office.
So interviewer asked me if I
would like to have my own office.
Exactly, very good. Perfect, my own office. You see? Perfect, that was very good. Yeah, so when we have will, guys, when we have will, in direct speech, well, in reported speech is going to be would. You see that? So the interviewer asked me if I would like to have my, now this is going to change to my own office. My own office. Okay, guys, you see? You have to pay attention. Hay que poner atención a those changes, okay? Those changes, okay? So guys, look, it's very easy. When you're going to report a yes or no question, important to include if or whether, okay? Very, very important, okay, guys? Very important. And also, remember that you have to change the verb. Yeah, you have to change the verb. Si ustedes se preguntan, de pronto los compañeros que no estuvieron en la clase pasada, ¿cómo sé yo a qué tiempo verbal tengo que pasar en la parte, en reported speech, right? Cuando estoy reportando. Pues, digamos que ya, eso ya está estipulado, que pasamos al pasado. Yo les mandé al grupo de WhatsApp una tablita en donde les dice si está en presente, pasa a pasado. Si está en pasado, pasa a pasado perfecto o a pasado simple. ¿Ok? Para que ustedes la miren y sepan, ok, ya sé entonces a qué tiempo verbal debo de pasar cuando esté reportando. ¿Listo? Okay, guys, so that was yes or no question. What about open questions when you have a WH question? Well, it's easy too. It's not difficult, it's easy. Vamos a cambiarlo acá. Okay, look at this one. So guys, for example, look, when you have WH questions, look, direct. Joe said to me, what do you want? What do you want? Okay, this is direct, directamente, direct speech. Cuando yo cuento lo que esa persona me preguntó, entonces yo lo digo de esta manera. Joe asked me what I wanted. You see, guys? So I am going to use the same WH question, and then I'm going to change the person, and I'm going to change the verb into past, in this case, right? In this case. Okay? So guys, again, interviewer asks, okay, Mr. or Mrs., what are your strengths? You know, fortalezas. ¿Cuáles son sus fortalezas? What are your strengths? Yo le digo a mi mamá, mamá, me preguntó el entrevistador, ¿qué? How do I say it in English, right? How do I say it in English? So what do you think, guys? What do you think? What do you think? Remember that? Estamos reportando, okay, the interviewer. Vamos a comenzar así. The interviewer asked me, okay? Listo, hasta ahí. The interviewer asked me, Look, guys, so the interviewer asked me
about my strangers.
Look, remember that here I am going to include the same WH question. You see? The same WH question. What? So the interviewer asked me,
what were my strengths?
Look, and also there is going to be a change. Why, guys? Because this is a question, pero la oración que estoy formando es una afirmación. It's an affirmative sentence. Yeah. So the interviewer asked me what my strengths.
Well.
Exactly. What my strengths were. You see, guys? So, ya no va a ser como cuando uno formula una pregunta que primero pues va el auxiliar y luego va, bueno, en este caso es un poco diferente, pero en cuando estamos formando una oración, estamos reportando una pregunta, ese reporte, muchachos, ya no es una pregunta, it's not a question, it is an affirmative sentence, you see? So, when that happens, you say, the interviewer asked me what my strengths were. Okay? You see this? You see these, guys? So the verb to be changed to the past. Yeah? It changed to the past. Okay? So you have to pay attention to that. Ponerle atención a eso, ¿vale? Vamos a hacer, let's do another example because we need to do different examples. Let's do with this one. Why did you leave your last job? Okay, so vamos a reportar eso. Why did you leave your last job? So, guys, what do you think? Vamos a decir, ay, el entrevistador, tararara, me preguntó tal cosa, right? So, we start. Okay, hasta ahí. Okay. What is next? What is next, guys?
But I lived my last job.
So, the interviewer asked me, okay, I need to write the
Why?
Why, right? The WH question word. Why? Y luego sigue next. Next is going to be the subject, el sujeto de la oración.
So that will be why. Sorry.
Why I, right? Porque ahorita lo estoy contando yo en primera persona, in first person. Yes.
Where I leave my previous job.
Ah, but look. This is in past simple, right, guys? This is in past. Why did you leave your last job? Yes, this is in past. So, again.
I left.
Yes, that's right. Why I left.
My previous job.
Exactly. Or my last job. You see, guys? So you're going to write this. Recuerden que, remember that? When this is in past, in the reported tenemos two options. We have two options. Lo podemos dejar en pasado simple, past simple, ¿ya? Como lo dejamos ahí. Or you can use the past perfect, ¿ya? You can say, why I had left my previous job. You see, guys? These two are fine, are good, yeah? They are possible. Okay? It's like when we say in Spanish, el entrevistador me preguntó por qué dejé mi trabajo anterior. ¿Sí? ¿Está bien? O también puedo decir, el entrevistador me preguntó por qué había dejado mi trabajo anterior. Yeah, okay. Both are fine. The same in English. Okay? Same in English. Okay, one more. Let's do this one. This is a little longer. Okay, guys. Bien. And the last one. The last example we're going to do here. What kind of salary are you expecting? This is what the interviewer said directly. What kind of salary are you expecting? Okay, so if we're going to report this question, ask me, right? Hasta ahí les ayuda. I help you so far. That's far. The interviewer asked me, what is next here? What is next?
The interviewer asked me what was my expected salary.
Okay, wait. So what kind, right? Because we're going to use the same, right? We're going to use the same WH question word. So the interviewer asked me what kind of what? What kind of
salary.
Exactly, of salary.
I wanted.
I wanted. Okay, yes, that's good. That's fine. Yeah, but eso es una forma. This is one way. Aunque aquí le cambiamos un poquito, ¿no? Pero si ustedes lo dicen, if you say it like this, it's perfect. Yeah. But si nos vamos a poner así súper estrictos con lo que está aquí. So the interviewer asked me what kind of salary right? I what?
That one.
Look, I'm going to change this to past.
I was expecting. No?
I were.
Exactly.
I were one.
I was expecting. You see? You see, guys? So the interviewer asked me what kind of salary I was expecting. See that, guys? So again, I'm going to use the WH question word. I'm going to change the subject because now it's I, porque yo lo estoy contando en primera persona, I. And then you're going to change the verb, right? I was expecting. You see, guys? Okay. So this is when you are reporting a
Yes, teacher.
question, an open question. You see? An open question. Okay. Okay, guys, so ya vimos. We looked at when we are reporting yes or no questions, we use if or whether, and remember to change the verb. Yeah, change the verb. When we are talking about WH questions, we need to use the WH word. Yeah, we need to use this WH word. And then we need to include the subject and then change the verb, okay, to the corresponding tense and continue with the rest, the complement, okay? Okay, guys, good. And finally, guys, when we are reporting an instruction or an order, yeah? This is easy, ya lo vimos al principio. For example, the teacher says, okay, guys, open your book, your student book, please. This is what the teacher said, right? Pero si uno va y le dice a la mamá, mamá, la profesora nos dijo tal cosa, ¿ok? Nos dijo que abriéramos tal cosa, ¿verdad? So, look, guys. This is the order, right? The teacher said, okay, open your student book, please. Okay? So we can say, the teacher, look here, look at the picture. Look at the picture. The teacher asked us to open our student book. You see, guys? So what we do is that we use to, right? The teacher asked us to open our student book, okay? For example, guys, if I tell you, okay, guys, this is my instruction or this is my order. Okay, guys, listen to the teacher. Okay, y entonces Diego después le cuenta a Leonardo, le cuenta, mira lo que dijo la profesora, ¿verdad? Entonces, Diego, ¿cómo crees tú que le contarías a Leonardo?
Leonardo, the teacher told me that I had listened her.
Okay, so you can say the teacher told me to listen to
her.
Exactly. Is that simple? Look, is that simple? So you say the teacher told me to listen to her. Yeah? You see? Okay. So it's very easy because what we do es que le anteponemos la palabra to. Chicos, ¿sí ven? Es súper fácil, very easy. The teacher told me to listen to her. Yeah? Now, if I tell you something in negative, I say, okay, guys, don't use your cell phone in the classroom. Don't use your cell phone in the classroom. Okay? So when this order is negative, it's very easy too. So look, the teacher told Julia not to use her cell phone in the classroom. You see? Okay? So what you do is not to. Eso es todo lo que vamos a incluir. Okay? So for example, I tell you, okay guys, don't eat in the classroom. For example. Okay guys, don't eat in the classroom, okay? Entonces Leonardo le va a contar eso a Diego, o a Ricardo más bien, a Ricardo. Entonces, Leonardo, ¿tú cómo le dirías a Ricardo lo que dijo la profesora? ¿Cómo crees tú?
teacher does not me to me it at the classroom.
Classroom, ok. All right, vale. Entonces, the teacher, entonces vamos a decir, la teacher nos pidió, la teacher dijo, ¿verdad? Entonces vamos a decir, la teacher nos pidió. Asked us, yes? The teacher asked us.
Okay.
Now, this is in negative, Leonardo. So, in negative, we are going to say not to. ¿Listo? Not to. So, the teacher asked us
Okay.
not to eat in the classroom. ¿Listo? In this case, we're going to say not to. Ustedes van a reportar una instrucción que está en negación, negativo. Entonces es así de fácil. The teacher asked us not to eat in the classroom. You see? And look, guys, y lo bueno, lo chévere, is that the verb is not going to change. Yeah, the verb is not going to change. Look, está igualito, it's the same. The teacher asked us not to eat in the classroom. Okay? You see that? Entonces, intentemos este otro. Yo les dije, okay, guys, don't chew gum in the classroom. Don't chew gum in the classroom. So, Ricardo le va a contar a Leonardo. Okay, Leonardo, esto fue lo que dijo la teacher. ¿Qué dirías tú, Ricardo? Yo creo que Ricardo se ausentó por un momento. ¿Vale?
Sorry, teacher, I went to the bathroom just a moment.
Oh, no problem, no problem. So you are going to tell Leonardo that I said, okay, don't chew gum in the classroom, please. How would you report that to Leonardo?
Hi, Leonardo. The teacher asked me to tell you to not to chew gum in the classroom.
Exactly, very good, excellent. So the teacher asked me to tell you not to chew, right? Not to chew gum in the classroom. Okay? You see? Entonces cuando estamos reportando una instrucción que fue que se dijo de forma negativa, en negación, entonces simplemente colocamos not to, not to. Si esa instrucción está de forma afirmativa, open your book, close the door, open the window, sit down, pues simplemente lo que hacemos es, the teacher told me to listen. The teacher told me to open the door. The teacher told me to sit down. You see? You see, guys? It's very, very simple. Okay? Guys, so is it clear? Is it clear, guys, how you are going to report yes or no questions, WH questions, and orders? Is that clear? ¿Les queda claro? Or no? Do you need more? Now, you can, I'm going to send you to do more practice, okay? You need more practice for
Yes, that's a practice.
Yeah, absolutely. We need to practice more. Y les voy a enviar unas páginas para que practiquen. Pero me gustaría...
And don't feel afraid.
Sorry?
Don't feel afraid.
Yeah, exactly. Don't feel afraid. But it's important to me that you tell me if you have any questions, okay? Tell me if you have any questions about this topic, okay? Remember here, you have to use if or whether and change the verb, okay? The same here, if and change the verb in the reported speech. Here, you have to use the same WH word, okay? And then change the verb to the other corresponding tense, yeah? Okay, and here very easy because you only say to listen, or in negation, negative, not to, okay? Okay, guys. All right, wonderful, guys. So let's do this last activity. Let's do this last activity because in this study material, guys, in this study material, we are going to talk about how to apply for a job, okay? How to apply for a job. So when you apply to a job, guys, you need to do different things, different steps, yeah? Different steps, okay? Now, look at the steps on the screen. The steps are all disorganized, okay? They are in disorder. Together, we are going to organize the steps, okay? So guys, I want you to read, what do you think is the first step when you are applying to a job?
Search for jobs in your field.
Compare news.
Okay, right. Yes. So Ricardo said, search for jobs in your field. That is the first step. That is correct. So the first thing you want to do is search. Buscar, search for jobs in your field. Yeah, you do a lot of search. Okay, very good. So let's say you find 3 jobs that are in your field, okay? So what is next after you find those jobs? What is next?
Submit your letter and online application.
Submit your letter. Okay, before that, Leonardo, before that hay otros pasos. There are other steps. So for example, let's say that you found in Alpina, in Argos, and Colanta, to say something, right? Well, Argos I think is not the same here. So let's say Alpina, Colanta, and another one would be, I don't know, a third one, in lácteos, in milk. Alquería. Okay, those three companies. So what are you going to do, guys, after that?
Research the hiring companies?
Yeah, yes. That would be a good thing to do, right? If I'm going to apply to Colanta, to Alquería, and to Alpina, well, I need to research about these hiring companies, okay? That's the second step, okay? Okay. Then, okay, what is next? I have the job, I have the companies, I research about the companies. Now I have to have something very important ready.
Deciding a cover letter is ready for you.
But before that, there is one step before that. Guys, in case you say,
ready you for submission?
This one, yeah, ready your resume for submission. Yes, guys, en caso que ustedes digan que es eso de resume, well, resume is a curriculum, okay? Es la hoja de vida in English. There are 2 ways of saying hoja de vida in English. One is resume. For example, if you go to the United States, they say resume, okay, the resume. But if you go to England, they say more CV, your curriculum vitae, okay, so the CV. So get ready your resume or CV for submission. This is very important, right? So this would be the next step, okay? Number 1, number 2, and number 3. What would be the 4th step, guys? What would be the 4th step? What do you think? Now, probably there is something, guys. Hay algo que se llama cover letter.
Yeah, the cover letter. That is almost never using here in Colombia. Yeah. They always ask you for the full resume, and here I'm not sure why.
Yeah, it's true. But in Colombia, it's not very used. But a cover letter, guys, en países, por ejemplo, como United States or England too, not all jobs, not todos, not all, but some jobs require a cover letter. What is it about? ¿De qué se trata un cover letter? Guys, in a cover letter, you talk more about yourself. You talk more about your achievements, tus logros profesionales. okay? You talk a little more about yourself, okay? So, it depends, guys. It depends on the job, ¿ya? Si es un trabajo en donde ustedes tienen que hablar mucho como de sus logros, de lo que han ustedes logrado a través de su carrera profesional, pues sería una buena decisión hacer un cover letter, ¿ok? All right, guys? Okay, good. So number 1, number 2, number 3, and number 4. So I am ready with my resume. I decided that for this job, I'm going to write a cover letter. What is next, guys? What is next?
Submit your letter online.
Submit your letter on the online application.
Exactly, exactly. So this is next. Submit, guys, es como enviar, to send. Send your letter and online application. Yes? Okay, good. And then after that, you have to...
Application followed.
Yeah, application follow-up. So you have to be attentive because maybe they call you for some test, extra test, or they call you for the interview, or they call you for different steps in the process of hiring you. Okay? So that is called the follow-up.
Right now.
¿Ya? El follow-up es como lo que sigue. Hay que estar atento a los procedimientos que siguen. Okay? So the application follow-up. Okay, guys? So these are some steps in your application to a job. Okay, guys? Now, next class, we are going to talk about... Les voy a dejar una tarea que van a ver un video. We are going to watch a video. How to create a resume or a CV in English. I want you to watch it for next class, okay, guys? Watch that video. Okay? So we'll see if we have the time to talk only about the resume and the interview. Okay? We will see. We will see how much time we need for each of them. Okay? For next class, we will talk probably about the resume, and if we have time, we will talk about the interview too. Okay? So we will see. We will see how that goes. Okay, guys?
Oh my God.
Oh my God. So
teacher.
We are going to do things in English, guys. So yeah, that's what you're going to do. So what is the homework? Okay, what is the homework, guys? The homework will be 2. You're going to watch this video about how to write a CV in English, okay? Ya les envío. I'll send you this. Let me send you this through the chat, and I will send it to the WhatsApp group as well, okay? Okay, let me, give me one moment. Okay, there you go. So those are, I will send them to through the WhatsApp group, okay? Guys, I recommend you because this first video, it has like a lot of technical vocabulary. I recommend you to turn on the subtitles, okay? Van a aprender los subtítulos. Turn on the subtitles, okay? To watch this video, okay? I also want you to visit this website, jobseeker.com. I want you to look at examples of CVs and resumes in English, okay? Look at examples, okay? You can look at different examples, okay? And then, guys, if you want to, you can start creating your resume in English, okay? So you can practice. That's the idea, okay, for you to create your resume in English. Okay? All right, guys. And finally...
Great teacher. Excellent exercise.
Sure, that's a great exercise because you never know when you're going to use it. Yeah?
Yes.
You never know, right? Okay, guys. And lastly, I want you, these three links are for you to practice reported speech, okay? All right? So those 3 links are for you to practice the recorded speech. Okay, guys? So, guys, please let me know if you have any questions. Do you have any questions about these exercises? About this homework?
So, teacher, I only say that it's a great, wonderful exercise. Your classes are wonderful, always. That really I need, or we need, to practice.
Absolutely.
Because it's the only way that you can learn.
I know, guys. I know. This requires practice, okay? But you just need to practice. You can practice with the exercises, but also at home, try to practice orally too. Yeah. So, for example, somebody tells you something. Try telling that same thing to another person. It can be in your mind, or if you have a person to practice English with, that's fantastic. But if you don't have a person to practice English with, say it to yourself, right? But using reported speech, okay? That way you can practice too, okay?
Yeah, because we never tried before this exercise on my own person, my own life.
This is new. This is new to you.
Because it's so simple phrases, quotidian phrases. Turn on the light.
Yeah,
he told me that turn on the light.
Yeah, it's something that we use every day because all the time, we are telling things to other people. Yeah, you're telling what the other person said.
Do you have to dinner now?
I have.
She told me that you had everything. Anyway.
Sorry, what was that?
No, que si quería comer ya. She told me, o sea, do you want to dinner now?
She told me if I wanted to have dinner now, right? Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
What was that?
Share it.
Yeah. Okay, guys. For example, we know that when you want a person to repeat, can you repeat? Can you repeat? Can you repeat? Yes, but the reality, guys, the reality is that in speaking form, or native speakers, they say a lot, what was that? When they want you to repeat, they say, oh, what was that, please? Oh, can you say that again? Okay, what was that? Okay, so this expression, you can use it. You can use it. What was that? When you want a person to repeat. Okay? Okay, my dear students, so we have reached the end of our class. It's about time. If you want to continue with Teacher Lina's class, please do so. I will send you the link. Let me send you the link right now. If you want to continue with her class, I highly recommend her. She's a great teacher, and she will make you laugh too, okay? Thank you guys for your attention. I will see you next class. Remember to do the homework, okay? For next class. Have a wonderful evening, everybody.
Thank you, teacher.
Same for you, teacher. Thank you.
You too. Bye-bye.
Thank you, teacher.
Bye, Leonardo. See you.
Bye-bye. Thank you, teacher.
Bye, everybody.